What's going on, guys? First of all, let's start this video off by saying I'm not quitting. I don't know why that became like a narrative or a thing that a lot of people were spreading. Maybe it's because a lot of people that don't like me was hoping for it, but people kept saying it like, yo, you gonna quit? Yeah, that's what you get. Told you not to mess with. I'm like, huh? What? This is all misinterpreted. But anyway, I decided let me make a video so I could clarify things also for other reasons that I'll go deeper into. But recently, I made a post pretty much saying, yo, I'm just going to focus on uploading content and just growing as a person, bro. It just is what it is. It's so much nastiness going around that I'm just sick of dealing with it. Not seeing anyone really speak on all this disgusting stuff that's happening. And if you're wondering what I'm speaking on, a lot of the Glaras and Jolene's audience have decided to become extremely racist towards me and start going after me, calling me monkeys and dropping banana emojis all in my comment sections and spamming it, trying to email it to me. It's like, it's getting crazy, bro. And I'm not sensitive. Like, that stuff don't really affect me, but it started to become overwhelming when I didn't really see people calling it out in the moment. And then when you added that on top of the fact that I've been dealing with a lot of stuff personally, like in my real life off of YouTube, I cut my family off this year. My mom, I don't even want to get into crazy details, but let's just say I grew up in a group home because of unstable conditions, and I held on to the hopes that my family changed, but I realized that they were just the same nasty, abusive people that they were when I was a kid. So dealing with all of that, then me trying to step my game up content wise and having like 1,000 channels while I'm dealing with like stressful things and trying to organize stuff on that side, dealing with all the racism and people just being disgusting and trying to slander me. Like it really was like just nasty. I didn't quit though. I wasn't on some, I'm never making videos again, or even I'm never making videos about the Glara or Joleen. I never said that. But that's something that a lot of people keep thinking is the case. Nah, I'm still gonna roast them. I'm just gonna do things more structured in a way to where the videos are more official. You know what I mean? A lot of people are asking me to live stream again. I'm going to. I just got to figure out a proper way to do it. It's either I'm going to do shorter live streams based on individual topics, or I'll just live stream whatever I want personally, like not reaction based, but just me talking to people and hanging out. But then I'll put those streams members only after though, right? So I got to contemplate how I'm going to do it, balance the time and things like that. I'm more known for doing videos, especially algorithm wise. So I wanted to lean back into getting better videos out again. Feel like I've been slacking with that form of content, but I just want to establish not quitting nothing. Still going to keep talking about the Glara. He is terrified of me, right? All of this shows me that they're just really scared and they don't want someone like me, someone who's not afraid of anything, to put out the information on the Glara. They don't want me to expose the truth. So they tried to dogpile me. Crazy. But then they got real nasty and extreme. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. No one should have to deal with that, but I've come to realize that's just part of the game. And it is what it is. Right. So me adding more structure helps me as well. Right. Because I could be able to keep going and doing my content without having to worry about the nonsense. So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with lately. I did a video pretty much exposing this and showing receipts of all of these nasty things that I've been receiving. And I didn't realize that, for one, I have to be more vocal and let it be known more, but I don't want to seem as if I'm complaining or like, I guess, just being soft because like I'm crying about it or whatever, which is a narrative that the Glitter and all his homies try to do. Every time I even speak on any nasty thing they've done to me is, why are you always crying and complaining and whining? Which is like this nasty gaslighting technique that they do, right? That I'm not gonna fall for anymore. But just in general, without even thinking about that bull crap, I personally just don't like complaining. I've had to deal with a lot of things on my own, and I'm used to speaking up and nobody hearing me. So when I was speaking on like no one defending me, it wasn't me talking about any YouTubers or you guys at all. That's hell no, that wasn't the case. It was more so about just real life and throughout my life, right? Like since childhood, no one heard me. I would scream it to the hilltops, begging for help, and people ignored me blatantly. So I've grown accustomed to not speaking my mind when it comes to things that are going after me personally. I speak my mind for everything else, right? You guys have watched my content, but when it comes to me or like pain that I'm going through or struggles, I'm just all like silent. You got to be tough. I'm just going to deal with my stuff. And I've been learning more recently to be more vulnerable, or that it's okay to be vulnerable, even if there's disgusting people that's going to try to take that and use it as a weapon against you. I spoke about my mom and other family members abusing me when I was a child for the first time openly this year. And to see people like the Glitter take that and try to use it as a weapon and say that they side with my abuser, right? And then start lying, saying I still live with them when what I was taken out the house when I was a child. I was in a group home. What the hell? Like, that's so not true. But anyway, they just make things up about me. It's crazy. But to see that they're willing to go that low, and when that didn't work, now start going the slander route, and then when that don't work, okay, now let's be racist as hell to and then me realize the hypocrisy of them calling out people for racism when it's not, but then when they actually are doing it, mum's the word silence, right? So that's more what I was speaking on in that post per se. And also I touched on this, but I ain't finished. I've noticed that I have to start speaking up more, especially because of the algorithm and social media. People don't be aware, and it's not their fault, right? Like there's people that I've realized seen my video with me speaking on it and showing the receipts and details. They saw the video days after I posted that. Like, that's crazy. And there was people that's literally commenting, well, damn, why am I just now seeing this? This is messed up. That's the way the algorithm works. It's crazy. I'm not like a super big content creator. So getting the message out there is way more on me, right? And I'm not saying that in a complaining way. It's more like me having a realization that you got to put yourself out there. And if you have a message or something that you want to tell people, you have to push it. I didn't reach out to any content creators either, right? That's something I could have done. Like, hey, man, did you see what's happening with me? Like, a few content creators reached out to me to check on me, right? Once they seen certain things. And I appreciate that. But I appreciate you and everyone else who did the same. There was a lot of people that were contacting me any way that they could reach out to me, right? And let me know, like, yo, we do not think what's happening is okay. We just saw what's happening. We're letting people know. I seen people screenshotting the post that I made and the receipts asking, yo, how is this okay? And people actually having the nerve to defend the racist comments and all this stuff. Talking about some, wow, that's just normal in social media. People are racist on here. I'm like, damn, you're not even acknowledging the hypocrisy but it is what it is. Either way, after making people aware and making the post, right? Which the last post that I made was me going to just be like, I'm not complaining about it no more. I'm not going to talk about people being racist towards me anymore. I'm going to just move on. It is what it is. That's what the last post was just me thinking, I'm so used to people not having my back. I'm not going to even waste y'all time, right? I'm just going to keep doing my content. Y'all here for entertainment. I'm going to entertain y'all, and it is what it is. But after making that post, seeing so many people reaction or response because they wasn't aware and they didn't know because of that algorithm, it's crazy. You got to make multiple posts to let people know things. And I think we talked about this briefly when I was speaking on the Lizzo situation. The rapper singer Lizzo had a similar experience, but it was more so her trying to promote her album and her noticing like, yikes, the algorithm does not push the content to everyone who wants the content. If I want to inform people, hey, I got an album, the people who subscribed and followed me on my social media for those updates, it's not guaranteed that they're going to see those updates. So you have to make multiple of those updates. And that's where the me not wanting to sound like I'm being soft or a baby or complaining, that's where that comes in. And honestly, I don't give a damn if anyone thinks that I'm complaining. Anyone thinks that I'm being a punk because I'm letting it be known what's happened to me. The Glera has doxed me multiple times. Every time that I've addressed him on it, which you can see the playback and the rewind, every single time that I addressed him on it, the Glera response is, why are you crying? Why are you complaining so much? Now, disgusting that is, and his supporters co-sign it. Other YouTubers get on his stream and say the same things like, yo, he's always complaining about the Glera doxing me. That side is disgusting. There's going to be a lot of people who are on that side that's going to try to convince me that I'm going crazy in order to get me to quit or stop. Right? I realized that even in the video that I posted, that's why I'm like, I don't know why people kept thinking I was quitting or I was going to stop. I said I wasn't in the last video, but also that I was aware that people were trying to silence me. I was just saying I was done with engaging, fam. Like, I'm just ignoring hell of it. And I'm still going to be on that type of timing. Right? I don't care what the Glare says when it comes to him trying to dox, harass, slander, be racist towards me. I will cover it if I think it can be a topic that people want to hear. But personally, I don't care what he thinks or says when it comes to his disgusting obsession with trying to destroy me. I don't care. Right? He's terrified. People notice. In fact, I'm hearing that he said that he was never going to talk about me on a stream or something like. Okay. So why you still talk about me? You mentioned me in 3 different streams. You don't say my name per se, but you mention me. You're obsessed with me. It's what it is. Fam, no one's afraid of you. I will continue to expose you. But anyway, I don't want to get that deep into it when it comes to this topic. But I will keep continuing to release videos and content. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do my live streams or what would be the best way. I know there's a lot of people that's asking me to go live again. So as soon as I figure that out, which will be soon, I will go live. I appreciate you guys. Help get this video out by hitting the hype button. I'm going to try to do at least 2 videos a day on this channel about whatever topic I feel like. It'll be probably in this format because I'm not trying to have these people try to strike my channel down. It seems like they're going as low as they can, and I'm going to keep going high, but at the same time calling them out and letting God fill it out the cage.